What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Now, for those of you that don't know, I own a 2018 Focus RS. I've owned the car for about 6 or 7 months now, so I figured it was finally time to do a full review and give you guys my 100% honest thoughts on the car. Now, this car in particular has a stage 1 tune. It has a drop-in filter just to kind of help with airflow. It produces a little bit more noise, but for the most part this car is almost 100% stock, and I absolutely love it. This car has been my joy for the past 6 months. I've fallen in love with it, and I don't think I will ever be able to sell the car. Now, I bought it with 1,000 miles on it. This car now has 7,300, and I have enjoyed every single mile I've put on it. I've done track days, we've done launch control videos, we've done basically everything in this car that you can do, and it's absolutely perfect. So let's take it out on a drive, and I'll give you guys my full and honest review of the vehicle. So I know I've done a video in the past covering some of the things on the Focus RS, but for those who are not familiar, it's a 2.3 liter EcoBoost motor producing 350 horsepower, 350 foot-pounds of torque, and this thing is fast. This is probably one of the fastest, well, it is the fastest car I've ever owned. Handling on it is absolutely insane. It handles crazy well. It's got incredible tires on them that I'm gonna have to replace very soon. This car does have a stage 1 tune, which is a little bit faster than stock, but not much. So this car is race red, as you guys will see from the intro. And the cool thing about this car is it's very limited production. They only made 1,000 units of the 2018. They're never gonna produce this car again. They might make it in a hybrid model, but they're definitely not gonna have it as the same motor as this. They only made the car for 3 years. This is the last year. So there's a couple differences between this and say a 2016 or 17. The 2018s come with a black roof. They have blacked out mirrors, which I think look absolutely incredible. A lot of the other models come with the carbon fiber on the interior, which I'll show you guys. I think it's a really nice touch to it. And then the biggest difference between the 2016 and 17s and the 18 would be the limited slip differential up front. And I didn't know how much of a difference it was actually gonna make to have a limited slip, but we actually took it to a track day a week ago, and we had a white RS out there, and we had this one, and this one I think handled way better. I had a little bit better tires, but the limited slip definitely helps when you're cornering. Did make blue and red for 2018. There were about 400 units in the US of the blue, and there were a little over 600 of the red. So it's the less rare color in 2018, but it's the more sought after just because they made the same blue, the nitrous blue, in the 2016 and the 2017 models. Talk about my absolute favorite thing about the Focus RS. That is how absolutely crazy fast this car feels. I know in today's standards, 350 horsepower doesn't seem like a ton, but when it's coming out of a 4-cylinder turbocharged motor that's all-wheel drive and paired to a 6-speed manual, it feels absolutely bonkers. So, you ready for this? It was 55. It was 55. This car it's so fast. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of my pride and joy. Like, I've never loved a car as much as I've loved this. I've had a few 4-cylinder turbocharged cars before this, but this by far is my absolute favorite car. This car has 4 different modes. It has normal, sport mode, track mode, and then everybody's favorite mode, which is drift mode. Now, I haven't used drift mode. I'm planning on doing that video here in the near future just because of the fact that I'm gonna have to get new tires, and I wanna absolutely destroy these things before I get new ones. This car in particular came with the Pilot Super Sport Cup 2s, which are like $2,000 for 4 tires. And they're a very soft compound, so I will never ever purchase these tires again. I think there's better tires out there for way less money, but that's what these guys came with from the factory. I'm at 7,000 miles. I've done 2 track days in this car, and the tires are absolutely shot already. Another cool thing about the Focus RS is it does have a valved exhaust from the factory, so when you're in normal mode, the exhaust is very quiet. You don't get any of those pops and crackles that you've heard in the videos and that the Focus is kind of famous for. As soon as you put it into sport mode and or track mode, it actually opens up that second valve, and the car kind of comes to life. So that's when you get the nice crackles, the pops, and all of that fun stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys a little clip of the exhaust so you guys can hopefully hear those pops and crackles that make me absolutely love this car.
Fiesta.
This car is so fast. I own a 2016 Fiesta ST that I've showed on the channel before, and I bought that before this just because I couldn't afford this car at the time. And I must say, driving the Fiesta, it's a very easy car to drive, but it's just not as fun. This is a much heavier, bulkier car, but just the driving experience overall is so much better in the Focus RS. Now I have a ton of plans for this car in the future. I'm planning on doing full bolt-ons. I want to hopefully get this car close to 400 horsepower to the crank, and to me that's probably going to be somewhere around 350 to the wheels, which I think would be absolutely perfect on this car. I want this thing to become an absolute monster, not only on the street but on the track as well. So I'm hopefully going to do lowering springs and or coilovers at some point. I want to do a few things aesthetically. I want to get some rims and tires for it just to make it stand out a little bit. So you guys will have to let me know down in the comments below what you want to see from the RS. Not that it's not already fast enough, but it can always be faster. Now, a lot of people in the comments of my previous video have asked what I paid for this car. Now, we actually got a crazy deal on this vehicle. I ended up finding it on cars.com, and it wasn't this exact car, it was one of the blue ones, and it was a 2016. The guy I had contacted actually had just sold that one, and whoever got that got a crazy deal on that. But then he texted me back and said he had a red Focus RS for sale, and I didn't really know that 2018s were so limited at the time. And I asked him what he wanted for it, and he was only asking $35,000 for the car, and it only had 1,000 miles on it. So we ended up flying down to Scottsdale, Arizona. I paid $35,000 for the car out the door. It came with the access port version 3. It also came with the drop-in air filter and a weatherproof floor mat in the back. Some dealerships for this car right now, at least what I've seen online, are asking anywhere from $44,000 to $50,000. So now for a Ford Focus, I don't think this car is worth $44,000 to $50,000. For that money, you can get a ton more power, and to me, a little bit better car. But since I only paid $35,000 for this, kind of puts it right in the middle between, you know, STIs, Golf Rs, all that good stuff. I think this is the best hot hatch for the money. You want to do a second gear pull?
Yeah.
If you guys want to see how this car did in a time attack, I'm going to go ahead and put a link right up there up top. Go ahead, click on that link, watch the video, and let me know what you guys think. So if you guys live in the Colorado Springs area and you guys have a cool, unique car, a brand new car, something that you think others would find interesting, I would absolutely love to review them. So if you guys have a crazy, unique car or something you want me to review and you don't live too far from Colorado Springs or you're in the Denver area, please leave a comment down below or shoot me a message and let me know. I'd love to review whatever you have. Let's talk about my absolute favorite feature on the Focus RS, and that is going to be launch control. So I haven't gotten an angle from behind with launch control, so I'm gonna have my beautiful fiance film the launch control from behind so you guys can see what it's like, and I'm gonna film myself in the car. So let's do launch control and see what you guys think. So this is launch control in a 2018 Ford Focus RS. Here we go. That is seriously my absolute favorite feature of the Focus RS. Oh, that's fun. if you guys get the chance, you gotta launch a Focus RS, because man, that is so, it's intense. All right guys, well that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed that review on the 2018 Focus RS. If there's anything that I didn't cover that you guys are curious about, make sure you leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to answer it. Like I said, if you guys have a car that I can review and you live somewhere in the Colorado area, please let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and I will see you guys next time.